Good evening and happy Thursday. Okay, I'm trying to score my paper and it didn't work. I guess I should put it down on the table. I didn't score anything. How crazy is that? There we go. The paper is so thick. It's really nice paper. So, good evening. Welcome back to another Thursday. Tonight I decided, as everybody knows, I have not bought any of the new product from the mini catalog yet. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks and I have not purchased anything. Hey, Do. Oh, you're fine. I was almost late too. So I decided to pull the Filled with Fun stamp set. And we're just going to make some cute little quick cards. All right. And crazy colors. So I'm going to start with some Lemon Lolly. All right. And this one I did 11 by 4 1/4 and scored it at 5 1/2. And then, of course, we're going to layer it up. And I am going to put on a layer of Misty Moonlight. And this is 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm just going to layer this up on the front of the card. And then I have a piece of white cardstock. And this is 5 by 3 3/4. All right. Let me just grab my Misty Moonlight. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Grab my Misty Moonlight stamp pad. All right. So, hey, Karen, on for a minute. Where in Pennsylvania do your in-laws live? So what we're going to do with this one, we're going to take one of the stamps, grab our basic white. We're going to take the stamp with the flowers, and we are going to put it a little bit towards the top because I am going to add the sentiment down here on the bottom. All right. I think this is the one. Yep. So let me just grab a block, and my poor block is dirty. I just want to get my sentiment, and I like to lay them down, right? And then take my block and lay it on it. Then this way I know the stamp itself didn't get messed up. Du boy, not too sure where that is. Well, I hope she's having a great time. All right, so we're going to take those flowers. Let me grab them. And I gotta grab another large. Let's grab this block. I don't know where my other one is. And I am just going to grab the flowers and pick them up. All right. So we're going to take this stamp, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put it up towards the top of this layer, and I'm going to use Memento. And I was using it today, so I took a quick look around. I couldn't find it. All right, so we're going to use Memento, and I'm actually going to grab the stamp pad and ink up the stamp this way, just to make sure everything gets covered really well. All right, and then we're going to line it up, like I said, more towards the top than towards the bottom. All right, and we're going to stamp our flowers. Now you're going to take those flowers and you're going to stamp them a second time, but this time you're going to die cut them with the die that comes in the bundle. Oh, okay, State College. So that's not too bad, too far from me. All right, so you're going to die cut one and stamp one on your card front. And now we're going to color. And I think what I'm going to do is see if my old olive is working. Get all the leaves in old olive. and the stems. So, like I think I've mentioned before, I watch a lot of trials on YouTube during the day to pass the time. And have you heard about the Sarah Boone trial where her boyfriend got zipped up in the suitcase and she ended up leaving him in there and he passed away? That's the trial I'm watching now. Oh my word. I mean, pardon the pun, but I think this is an open and shut case. I honestly do. It is just hysterical. And I'm trying to catch up with it. I think they're on day 5 or 6. I'm only on day 2, because I'm watching. Well, they went. Actually, it went to the jury today. The one with the mother who threw her child in the dumpster. That's the other one I'm watching. And like I said, they went to they went to the jury. All right, so now I'm going to color the flowers, and I think I'm going to color them in yellow. But what I'm going to grab is the light lemon lolly, and I am going to color in the petals with lemon lolly. And I'm just doing them, pretty quick. It's a little space. But we're doing them. And this is the color of the card base. I would have picked a different color for them, but I don't want too many colors. I want to stick mostly with, the yellow. I did pick up, though, some red for the wagon. All right, so we got those. Let's do this one now. This one is, unfortunately or fortunately, we have a lot of coloring tonight. Each image I chose needs to be colored. So I'm just going through and filling in all the petals, excuse me, with a layer of lemon lolly. All right, very quick. Now we're going to do the inside of the flower. Let me see if I can find it. That's not it. Is this it? Nope. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. And I think I'm going to do it in dark pumpkin pie. And I have to remember, I keep forgetting my gel pens in the living room. You have to remind me so I can bring them in here. Because on a circle like this, I would take the gel pen, because I don't think the paint will work. I'll give it a shot. But with the centers, I would take my gel pen and just add a little bit of white for a highlight. And the paint pen doesn't really work on the markers as well as the gel pen would. Thank you. All right, so now let's grab that sentiment. I'm going to take this. All right, we're going to grab the sentiment. We're going to grab our memento. I want to make sure my card is straight. And I am going to stamp on the sentiment, and it says, "You make my heart bloom." Okay, I am going to line this up at the bottom of the card, just pull it up and stamp. Now I'm looking, I wish this set had, oh, it does. Look at that. There is a heart. I didn't even realize it. And I am going to grab my heart. I think I am going to use the pumpkin pie. Will match the inside of the flowers. And I am going to stamp off. Let me get a scrap. No, I think I won't stamp off. And I'm going to put the heart over the word heart. And that was with pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to take the flowers that I die cut, and I am going to add that to the front of the card. All right, so let's turn it over. Let's grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put 3 on here. All right, and we're going to take it and using, the flowers on the base, we're just going to pull it down. Okay, so now we have 2 layers of flowers, right? So it looks like a nice big bouquet. And then I took one of the dies from this set, and I don't know, oh, here they are. And I cut out the wood side that we would use for the wagon. All right, so you can see that there's a little wagon in this set. So this is the side of the wagon. And what I'm going to do is grab it. We're going to turn it over. This time I'm going to use mini dimensionals so we don't see them as much. And I am going to add a couple dimensionals. Just like that. Whoops. Dog it. Did that too hard. What it is that when it die cut this wood, there are little cut lines. If you can see all those little lines, they're cut so it looks like wood grain. All right, so I'm going to take the side here. I put dimensionals on one side, and I am going to, and I should have checked, add, you know what? Instead of adding glue and having it come through the other side, I'm just going to add a piece of tearing tape. And you're probably wondering, what am I doing with the side of this wagon? And I will show you. So let's take this off. Gotta go gentle. There we go. All right, so let's grab our card front. And we are going to take this and add it right to the bottom of these flowers. You know what? I'm going to pull it down just a little. So it looks like a window box, right? Just like that. Now we can add this to the front of our card. Let me just grab, we have our card base. I'm going to add some seal to this so I can add this to the front. And then grab the glue. Of course, it's clogged. So how's everybody been? I don't know about where you are, but oh my goodness, the weather has changed drastically. It's like winter out there. Sorry, my little glue tip came off. All right, so let's grab our card and add this to the front. Now at this point, if you wanted to add some dimensionals, embellishments, you could, but I'm going to leave it just like that. I am going to grab the inside layer, and this time I am going to grab my Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to ink up the flowers in Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to stamp them across the bottom. All right, and I'm going to do that again. So this is the Misty Moonlight. Oops. And we're going to stamp this right across the bottom. Okay. And because we had the heart on the front, I'm going to grab my pumpkin pie again. I'll put a heart there and a heart there. Now you could color in these flowers if you want. I'm going to leave them because we have coloring to do on the other image, on the other card. All right. So we're just going to take this layer and add it to our mat. Pull in our card. Oh no. Do you see that glue? Let me show you what just happened. Let me just get this up first. All my glue is oozing out. The top must have broke. It won't screw on. There we go. Maybe that'll work. That was a mess. All right, so then we added it to the inside of the card. All right, so just a quick, cute, oh no, just a quick, cute card. All right, so for the second one, we have Lemon Lolly, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this time we're going to go landscape. And we are going to do again 5 1/4 by 4, and we are going to adhere this to the front of the card. It's the same measurements as the other card, so we could make it simple and easy. I know during this time of the year, the holidays, we get so busy, and I know you probably still want to do some card making, and these are the perfect cards when you don't really have that much time, but you want to sit down and you want to craft, right? All right, so we have basic white, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. And I am going to grab one of my, let's see, I'm going to grab one of my blending brushes. Oh, nope, don't want the black. Ooh, that was close. I am going to grab some Misty Moonlight. And where's that little scrap piece of paper? I am going to ink it up. Just tap it a little bit so the bristles aren't covered completely. And we're just going to add a little color to this background. All right, we don't want anything too fancy, just a little bit of color. And then we are going to grab our sentiment. And for this one, I am going to use Sending Loads of Happiness. Let's see, is this it? Yep. And I think what I'm going to do is, I'm looking at the size of this sentiment. Let me show you. Because it is, yeah, I'll have to do it this way. See, it's a pretty big sentiment. And I want to be able to bear with me. I'm going to add that to the inside. All right, decision made. All right, so we added a bit of color. Now I die cut out the body to the wagon, and we are going to just add some glue and add this right to the front of the card. Let me just make sure it's straight, okay? And then we also have a little handle for the wagon. So let's add a little bit of glue. And we're going to add just a little bit down here. But I want to, whoops, dagnabbit. I want to take this and just get it under the side a little bit. And then lay it down. All right, so we have our handle. It also has these cute little wheels. Now, where's that other white piece? Yep, here it is. All right. So it has these little cute wheels and these white inner pieces. So I'm just going to add a dot of glue. Let's see where my pokey tool is. And we're just going to take these white pieces and sit them right in the center for the wheels. And looking to see, we'll use these. These are pretty. This is from the Country Woods Suite, and they're the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. All right. And, oh no, that's right. We are going to grab some, let's close this up. We're going to grab a couple dimensionals. Add it to the back of the wheels. I mean, this set, we could do so many different things. Oh my goodness. All right, let's add those wheels. All right, so now that our wheels are on, let's grab a couple pearls. I think we'll do the darker ones. And we're going to add them right to the centers. Let's get those away. And this one, I stamped and die cut the birthday cake and everything. So now we are going to quickly color this up. Now you can be fussy or you could just color it in, right? I am just going to color it in tonight. So we'll start with that pretty bow. Let's grab some yellow. We'll get those candles. All right. Get that out of the way before I ruin it. And let's do bubble gum for the cake. So the cake is in bubble gum. The frosting, let's do pretty in pink. All right. Now, we have to tie in the Misty Moonlight and the Lemon Lolly. So let's grab some Misty Moonlight and we will do one package in light Misty Moonlight. Let's get that there. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to. All right. And then this one, we'll do the bow in light Misty Moonlight. And I think this is the bow. All right. And then we'll get some dark lemon lolly. This one, we'll do the bow. This one, we'll do the package. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to grab the color lifter. Yeah, the wagon is cute for a Christmas card, huh? The cake is bubble gum and a bubble bath and pretty in pink. So I'm going to take the color lifter and I'm just going to lighten up this bow a little bit, all right? Because it's clashing so much with this other package. So we're just going to go over that bow and you'll see that it's lightening up very nicely. All right, now for the Christmas present, I think I am going to just grab my Wink of Stella and color the package in Wink of Stella and leave it white. All right, just to give it a little something. All right, let's pull our card back in. Oh, we forgot this big flag. Let's do it in bubblegum. We'll tie it into the other side. You can always stamp some sort of sentiment on the flag if you wanted. The set does not come with a good size sentiment to use on there. All right, so I cut out a wagon side again, but this time it is in, I forgot what color this is. Pecan pie, I believe. All right, and we are going to actually grab some glue dots because I do not want the glue to come through the sides, and we're just going to add a few glue dots right to the bottom of this image. Let's put one more. Whoops. All right. And then we are going to grab this. We are going to add a couple dimensionals only to one side. All right. And I'm not going to pull those off yet, but I am going to take this piece and we're going to take the other section and we're going to line it up right underneath with those glue dots. So now it's stuck together, so we can turn it over and put some larger dimensionals on the image. Let's do one more right over here. Now we can take all these papers off. Let's be careful this time. Whoops. All right. Pull our card front back in. And we are going to put this on our little wagon. All right. So now we can bring in our card. Let's get some seal. And add that to the front of our card. All right. All right. So, like I said, we could add a sentiment to the front, but I think I'll leave it. I'm going to actually take some light smoky slate. I believe that's the one I want. Nope. You know what? We're going to do, just in case I'm not happy with it. We're going to take some light gray granite. And I am just going to ground our wagon. Just so it doesn't look like it is suspended up in the air, okay? It's just to ground it so it doesn't look like it's floating. All right, so let's go for the inside. I am going to grab the memento and our sentiment, sending loads of happiness. And we're going to put that right in the center. You can add other things to the inside of this if you wanted. There's a little banner. I'm going to leave mine just like it is, just with the sentiment. Grab my inside. And grab. I'm glad I stamped my sentiment in the right direction. I usually do it in the wrong direction. Like I'm making a landscape card and I put it in the inside like a portrait card. Done that one too many times. All right, sending loads of happiness. And then you make my heart bloom. So 2 quick, cute, quick cards. I hope you like them. I'll have them on my blog tomorrow with all the measurements. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Thanks, Stu. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey, V, sorry didn't see you. Come in, honey. Thanks for joining us. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you. Bye bye.